Afternoon, everybody. Icy here. Got a couple of things because I'm kind of incensed at what is going on within the U.S. and how the U.S. is being portrayed overseas. And we're going to start with this, what's her name? Janice Yellen, the finance secretary in charge of the money of this country over in China, bowing multiple times to China. You don't do that. When a person bows to another, what they're doing is they're symbolizing that they are weaker, they are subservient, and the person they are bowing to is better than they are. That's a simple fact. And the State Department knows this and didn't inform her not to do that. And the reason is all this crap started under Barack Obama bowing to the Saudis back in '08 when he got elected. So what you're looking at is a continuation of the U.S. being portrayed as weak, kowtowing to others, and being subservient to the wishes of other nations based upon false information being presented by these so-called elected and appointed officials. We are Americans. First and foremost, we do not bow to anyone, period, except for God. I'll go on my knee for God anytime. But for another government official, no. I'll stand tall. I'll look you in the eye. I'll shake your hand. But I won't bow, ever. And no American should ever bow to anyone, ever. It's an insult upon our culture and our ancestors that made this nation great. And no one bowed to anyone except after Obama got into office. So let's make that perfectly clear. That's what's going on right now. And let's go with my other favorite subject, illegals. And I'm going to say this to everybody, and take it or leave it. What does the U.S. have to lose if, when you capture these illegals crossing the border illegally, you give them medical assistance, put them on a bus, a plane, a train, a ship, I don't care, and you immediately ship them back? They come because they know that you're going to play the processing game. They come because they know that you're not going to really do anything to them. Even the terrorists that they're caught. I mean, just in this year so far alone, 125 suspected terrorists were caught crossing the border. 95 of them last year. You had 3 under Trump. So let's put things into perspective. Biden got into office and our border became a colander. It's wide open. People are pouring in. And there's no accountability. There's no security. And he is intentionally placing the lives of American citizens at risk by not securing the border. That right there is a violation of his oath of office. That's a violation of oath of office of every elected and appointed official in this country. The safety and security of this country is paramount to protecting its citizens. Failure to do so should, and it's not happening, automatic removal from office. But this is what happens when you have socialist, liberal, communist, whatever you want to call them, appointed judges that are looking at things through their own viewpoint instead of the law. So we need to do something about that. Put the illegals on a bus, ship them right back across the border. You do that a couple of times, people are going to say, why am I even bothering to come there? They're just going to ship my ass back immediately without giving me a chance to apply for citizenship or resident alienship. The reason why you have to do this is simple. You have tens of thousands of legal immigrants here that have petitioned the government to bring their families here. And what's happening? This government does not bring anyone here legally. They bring illegals here because the illegals will vote for Democrats. They don't tell me that they don't vote. I know for a fact they do in New York State. So let's just not go there. You really need to start holding these appointed and elected officials, hold their feet to the fire and make them follow the law. Now, I'm one man. I can't force anyone to do anything. But I can share my knowledge to others and hope that they listen and they pay attention. Because the biggest problem we have in this country right now is people my age that are passing on information to the younger kids are not being listened to. We're being ignored because the current educators are telling these young kids as they're growing up in schools that you can't trust your parents. Your parents can't do this. Don't listen to these people. They're bad. This is the way of life you're supposed to be. Socialism means you be sociable to everyone. They're not teaching the truth to these kids, which is why they stopped teaching about communism, socialism, and history in schools. Because once a kid has their eyes opened up and see the reality, their viewpoint changes. So this was a quick one. I strongly suggest that everyone listens to my video here, contact their elected representatives, and just tell them point blank, follow the fucking law or leave office. It's that simple. Follow the fucking law. If I broke the law, I go to jail. If they break the law, they get reelected? Come on. It's time for stupid to stop getting so many stepchildren. And smart, start gaining some. IC out.